Let's now look at how do we use the keep and drop command in Stata. So now we can use keep and drop with variables or with observations as well. So let's first look at the keep command and let's first apply it to variables. In this case, what it does is you write keep and then you write the name of all the variables that you want to keep. What Stata is going to do is it's going to drop all variables except for the variables specified. So if I do keep var name, it's going to drop all variables apart from var name. If I do keep var1, var2, it's going to drop all variables apart from var1, var2. Now we can also apply the keep command to rows or observations. And for this, we'll either use the if qualifier or the in qualifier. With the if qualifier, we're going to specify the condition that you want the observations to be met that you want to keep. And with in qualifier, we're going to specify the observation numbers that you want to keep. So for example, if I do keep in 1, so this means keep the first row. Keep in 1/10, so this means only keep the first 10 rows or observations. If I do keep if country code is double equal to UK, so this means only keep those observations with country code UK. So we can use keep either with variables where we specify the variables we want to keep, or we can use it with use it with rows or observations. And for this, we either use the in or the if qualifier to specify the observations you want to keep. Within, we will specify that based upon the observation number, but with if, that will specify that by specifying the condition we want that particular row or observation to meet. Now let's talk about the drop command. Now drop command, what it's going to do is it's going to drop all variables. So it's going to drop all variables or observations that are specified. So if I apply to the case of variables, so what it's going to do is all the variable names that are specified, it's going to drop all of those. So if I do drop var name or underscore name, so it's going to drop var underscore name. If I do drop var1, var2, it's going to drop both var1 and var2. Now we can also apply it to rows or observations. And again, we'll use the if qualifier or the in qualifier here. With the if qualifier, will specify the condition that the observations need to meet for them to be dropped. And with the in qualifier, we'll specify the observation number for the observations that we want to drop. So if I do drop in 1, so this would mean the drop the first observation. Drop in 1/10 would mean drop the first 10 observations. Drop if country code is double equal to UK would mean drop all those observations with country code UK. So the crux is this, that you can use keep and drop either with variables where you just specify your variable names, or you use them with observations or row numbers. Or sorry, observations or rows. And here you either use the if qualifier where you're telling it to choose the rows or observations based on the condition you're specifying with if, or using the in qualifier where you're telling it to choose those rows or observations based upon the observation number that you specify.